coming your way.
Well, that red is hard to see. So is the green. Maybe if I unmute it. Actually, that's not so bad. Oh, excuse you. I'm still trying to come to terms with glasses, and man, spoiled so much of my life.
Being at another swell.
See a lot of my editing philosophy, what I'm going to mess with, what I'm going to leave alone. Might seem like there's no rhyme or reason to it, but there's still some kind of buggy behavior sometimes in Reaper's editing, so you really got to be careful. Sometimes things get moved in a way that you really shouldn't have happened. I can't see out my right eye. Let's go. I don't know if there's like triplets or something. I've actually been meaning to figure that out. So let me take a look. If I were to triplet, oh, maybe it's a triplet 16th note or something. Is that quarter notes? That's eighth notes. So 16ths. Yeah, it could be triplet 16ths. I don't really care. I don't need to go that crazy. So let me get back to eighth notes. And one thing I really want to do is have a way to have my little MIDI blipper. Oops, so yeah, I don't want this. Able to save with the command. I haven't really found a way to. I asked in a couple places. Got the usual snarky answers. How far am I in this thing? Eek, I'm not even halfway. Ouch. I could have done this less, being a little bit less finicky. Say analysis paralysis, right? So taking out these, like these, they might be 16th triplets. They're way more than close enough, but these other ones really do count. Okay, I didn't mean to take that out. I'm not sure why that. So this is quite a swing here. I'm not sure if that's right. Yeah, I don't know why that GeForce thing keeps coming up. If one of these plugins is using 3D graphics or something, I don't think so. See, I don't trust this that much, but the time is within reason, so. So this should all work, but there's a chance that it's going to do something goofy. Let's see. Oh, there was a big one in there. Where was it? Right here. Why is this one? Yeah, did you see that? Okay, check this out. Actually, that's not that bad. Let me, so I'm just gonna leave this one be. A little odd. Nope. Okay, that's not sure where these guys are going. I'm gonna leave them be. Tempted to really give the drum replacer a try on this. I'm not sure. Like, I really don't want to spend any more money on plugins. I kind of feel a little bit burned by the repitch thing, though I know those guys are working on their stuff, but I want to get away from what I'm doing with watching too many Bob Huff videos and actually putting in the samples that I expect to put in. I really like the Mutt Lang stuff, but I think I'm overdoing it, and don't like how much memory the Slate stuff is eating. So the idea of the Melda replacer appeals to me. Maybe we'll make a good try of it on here. This is really just getting it ready for the band to record. So I may not have enough really tracks on here to really do it right with, but we'll see. I'll take a look if I get this done soon. I got a band in, and we gotta make sure that they're set up okay. That does not look good. So this kick really feels like it's in a bad place. So I may just let these next two snares tell it where this is going to be. If this sounds too goofy, I'll figure it out. But yeah, this really should be later, I think. Let me see. Throw a marker here so I know where I'm up to. And let me try and map this song out a little bit.
Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Fill up your bag. Another swell is coming your way. Fill up your bag
Wish we had a drop down at this point, kind of like in Guitar Pro, verse, chorus, whatever. Or maybe you could customize your own that could drop down.
Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
There's like a little lead here. Let me find the guitars here. Oh! Let's turn this down. Wow, you see how long it took to jump to that section? That's crazy. Why would it take that long? Again, we're still looking at this memory usage and stuff. So let me go to Task Manager, take a look. Reaper. No, it's eating like no memory right now. So what the hell? This should be way higher. This should be like 8 gigs. That's weird here. This was 8 gigs on my other computer. Something really funny must be happening here, because this was just 8 gigs when I tested it here. I tested it on my other computer. I do performance, project media. You see I have all these instances of trigger, 14 active. This should be eating way more memory right now. Something weird is going on here. See, this is, and I should be working, but I am really thinking like, yeah, see, this is saying that it's using 10 gigs of RAM, and it's not being reported to Task Manager. Okay, so that's weird. So this is using a ton of RAM. Anyway, so here's the leads. Guitar lead, rhythm, guitar lead scratch. Okay. So I'm just going to leave the 57s up for. I just want one of these mics. Really did a good job recording all these mics, but just for this, I don't really want them. And we're having some trouble with some of those guitars being out of tune before, so we'll see how these ones are. I might not need them to be recorded. Being really sluggy. Let's see a look at how big the RPP is. Okay, so this is saying 5 meg RPP. That's not super bad. I would like it a lot smaller, but that's not horrible. When I glue these drums, it'll get smaller still, I hope. But it's weird that Reaper is not reporting, or for some reason Task Manager isn't seeing the 10 gigs of RAM that Reaper is using here. And why is it using so much CPU? I'm not really running that much stuff. So a little confused. But, you know, I should shut up about that stuff. Okay. So let's just see where that lead is. Okay, so the way this comes out of this, it's like this one. So that kick should be on the 1. That's really what that whole exercise was for. Okay, so turn snapping back off. This kick needs to be on the 1. Well, actually, there's another kick that needs to be on the 1 that's before this, right? It's this one. And the lead's going on, so I don't really want this guitar to... I don't want this... really want to stretch this out that much. Well, let me see where this goes to when I stretch halfway through the lead. Yeah, see, it's acting sluggy. I don't know why that is. That's not too bad. Okay. You see, that's kind of a drastic stretch, right? It's like 20%, but because of what I'm going to do to it, it's probably going to be okay. This. These again. So theoretically, I should be able to just grab all these. But I'm telling you, every once in a while, Reaper does something very funny. So take a look at this and see if anything goes missing. That looks okay. What is that? So this might not be... This weird zippy sound may not be the drums. It's the soul of the drums. Or maybe it is. Oh, yeah, well. Figure that out. It could be a hi-hat or something I'll deal with. That's weird. Hopefully, some of the instruments will cover that. Oh, it's gonna bug me so bad until I fix it. Again, don't want to mess with the roll if I can help it. Just double up stuff. I keep talking to Justin about maybe making it so this can't happen. What is happening up here? Is that a cymbal crash? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm gonna move these. Okay, now I don't know what this is about right here. Should I really have moved that the way I did? Something... Maybe these are more of those triplets that I need to get rid of. I think they are. Let's see. Normally this kind of goes a lot quicker, but I'm looking at a few things here. It's a lot of drums being hit. It's almost blast beats, you know. Okay, so keep an eye. See if something goes missing when I do this. It's okay. I'm telling you, sometimes you gotta keep an eye. It really will do some goofy stuff if you're not paying attention. Okay. I would really like to be more confident about this. It could be the case that we over at AIX DSP are coming up with a way to make this less painful. See, I don't like when kick and snare is hit at the same time. I'm probably going to get rid of that if I enhance these things. That's usually a recipe for grossness. Sometimes it works. But we might be working on something to actually make editing a much nicer thing. Okay. Now, I said I don't like the kick and snare being hit at the same time because it can cause some weird stuff, but I think it's too stiff like this. So let me get rid of these. So that may be why those kicks are in the middle, but I still don't think we're going to play them. I think we're going to let this kind of naturally kind of speed up right here. Give you a little sense of urgency there. I don't know. See, half of my brain says, go ahead and get it all even. Let me see what happens if I do that. It's kind of slow enough to do this. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I could always change it back. Oh, it's so... I mean, let's see. If I get rid of these, listen. I'm leaving. Okay, I'm going to let it be the way it was. It's these kind of little decisions, they always say, "Oh, you're just the engineer. You're not the songwriter or whatever." But man, I'm telling you, you got to make decisions. I can't stand. This is Steve Albini, man. Like, just hate how he says that stuff. Anything weird? This one might be a weird time. Let me see. Maybe not. When I go to see, I don't know if I really want to glue these right away. I really appreciate the power to not have to finalize anything until the very end. I know if you commit to things early on, a lot of people say things will go a lot better for you, and that's true. There's a lot to be said for that, but if I got to change a drum thing, I'd rather not do that. I wonder if there's a way to freeze instead of glue that can you freeze? Yeah, can I freeze instead of glue? Is there an advantage to that? Let's just test that real quick. If I freeze this, what happens to these edits? Because what it's really thinking with the freeze is the effects, So let's say I just render freeze. Render pre-fader. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Okay, so that does hold the edits. Now, is this going to make it a lot less CPU to use? Like those stretch markers are gone, right? We consider doing that at the end. Don't let me forget. Interesting. Yeah, that might really make me happy. Now, I know in the case of some ARA effects, you can't do that, so we'll see how this works. Well, Opihi's like a half scallop kind of mollusk thing. It lives on the rocks, and they live in really dangerous places. So when the tide goes out or the waves go out, you sneak in, take a screwdriver, and pop them all off, and then get the hell out of there before the next wave comes. And it's kind of a really dangerous food to procure. How about put it that way? Kind of like lobsters and sharks. The sharks know where the lobsters are, and they'd be just as happy to take a bite out of you. Plus the lobster you just caught. So he's saying, Opihi Man, another swell's coming your way. Grab your bag, get the hell out of there. Yeah, that's what this Opihi thing is. And that was a roll I didn't really want to have to catch together, but I do need this kick on the one. I'm really glad to know about that freeze thing. Make some good use of that. I hope, if it works the way I think it does. I don't know why I don't hear the band practicing out there. They should be. Makes me nervous. Oh, see this? This kick. I'm just going to leave that be where it is. If it was on a 1, I'd worry about it more. I may not even let this one be heard later on. Looks like one that would just make trouble. This one too, maybe. Or this one? What's going on here? I'm gonna move this over. These kicks in the middle are just goofy. In order to put them correct, it may actually be pretty ugly. I might leave those be. I'm not really sure how I'm going to deal with those.
Take the right spot of here real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Just arrived. Thank you.
Yeah, if I really want to hear these ones in the middle, they should probably be in the right place. It might make way too much trouble. I don't know. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Okay, that's pretty far. Wow, man, I got so much left of this. This is crazy. Man. Okay. Okay, I should really be able to do a lot more than this, but it always makes me nervous. It's like 2 measures at a time, if that. But it's enough to screw up. We haven't really seen one yet, but one may happen and we'll know. Oh, that might be one right there. So this chunk, yep. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay. Now that one was kind of pilot error, so it's not one of the Reaper scripts I'm talking about. There may be a tom in here. That might be why we're looking at this. And I try to leave those kind of fills alone. Or not be too brutal with them. So this one, I don't know about that. Yeah. Those are the ones like these judgment calls. And there really is a lot of combination of subjective and objective stuff, which is always kind of a nightmare. I don't do well with subjective so much. What's this mic stand? Yeah, I'd still love a way better desktop mic stand. They said this Rode one would be strong enough. It's not. It's weak as hell. It's like a desktop boom stand, the ones you clamp on or whatever. It's supposed to be able to hold like SM7s and RE20s, but it don't. Maybe this one's. See, it's not the same pattern. I'm just gonna leave it be. Making these calls. Almost just want to leave the snare there and don't even touch any of the kicks. I really could just pull all the ones from the kicks and let the snares go here, and snare kind of leads. It would actually should be fine. May not be able to handle that with my analysis paralysis, so do it this way. There might be a pattern that I was doing earlier that I may have been messing up. I'll have to go back and take a look maybe. But now that I'm thinking I can do this freeze thing, it's yeah, look, we're talking like 2 measures at a time. As much as it looks like I just ran through, it's so short. Okay. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. So. See if any of these disappear. Yeah, what is that right there? Actually, I kind of expected that one was going to be a little bit goofy. So let's see if there's anything else. And I might go back and change the, take all the inside parts of like the bass and just do it per measure. This is way too, it's doing too much goofy stuff to the bass, I'm sure. Or maybe just take this guy out. Much better, right? Now the kick isn't technically correct, but I think we'll be okay. That's why I'm saying maybe I just take out all the kicks. Just let the snare lead this whole part. Might sound a lot more natural. Or you might not hear it either way. Okay, I'm definitely scared of this section. So get rid of that. I'm gonna move these guys back. And again, man, it would be so nice if we had an easier way to pick this. It's so finicky when you're working with the stretch markers. So one of the Dunning-Krugers on the rug was giving me crap about that, but I think people kind of realize why I'm saying what I'm saying about that. When you're doing a lot of stuff, it starts coming up to be a real problem. measures we're talking about here.
Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Grab your bags and run. Opihi Man.
So lots of times I throw a marker so I'll remember where I was last working on. Couldn't see the end of this. So this, see this one right here? It looks a little scary.
Coming your way. Opihi Man,
That's the one, so that has to be right. Or
Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another.
another one where it's got to be on the one. Look at that. So it's got to move quite a bit.
Opihi Man, another. Opihi Man, another swell. Opihi Man.
Almost want to let this out a little bit. Let me check out front real quick. Sorry. Actually, probably got to talk to this band about doing an actual album. They've done so much for me. It's hard to charge them, but I gotta live. Yeah.
Got that one crash cymbal that's got nothing on it. Do you have one of those?
Why is it popping out of there?
There was never one on it.
No, I mean, is the crash, is it popping out?
It's about ready to fall off on me. That's all right. Fuck it. I'll just hit.
Might have a wing. Yeah, I gotta change.
That's all right. You know, there's another cymbal stand upstairs. We can bring up. It's behind the set in the room with the piano, first room. I was actually looking at it when I was up here with Mac on Sunday. I think it's stripped, bro.
Well, it's small. It's the tinier one. Somebody stole the real one and put a chintzy one on there.
So, you know, that's all right. I'll deal with it tonight. It's just practice.
I think I have more upstairs somewhere.
But I've got cymbal stands at my house too. I can bring you.
See all this? Like I've been clearing out everything.
All right, don't worry about it. We're good. We're good.
People keep wrecking my gear, man. Drives me nuts. So yeah, people keep stealing the weirdest stuff out of here, and right now the tops of the cymbal stands are not at all right. Okay. Wow, this is never ending. Sorry. So I do not need that. We'll see how this goes right here. sure about these two, but we'll find out. So maybe just leave it loose. Okay, so this is, let's look at this section right here. No, that's about right. So leave that one be. I think these are the triplet things. Get rid of those. Really so much thinking about just getting rid of all these kicks in between. It's gonna make the snares sound so much better. Was that the end of the song finally? Yay! So one of the things, if I do freeze stuff, I think it does something to the effects. I don't want it to do anything to the effects. Render freeze tracks. Render freeze tracks to mono and remove items and online effects. I don't want it to remove the items and online effects. Yeah, I want the effects to stay put. So how do I deal with that? Let's look that up. Freeze without removing effects. Yes, Justin, real quick. Is there a way to freeze? Out removing. Just want to freeze the stretch markers. Not blue though. See if I could do it as a new take, or can I just apply? Can I just apply apply effects? Apply tracks, effects, items as new take. Bypass the things, and then like here, there we go. So I apply it. I'm gonna disable, and I'm gonna apply track effects as new take. Ooh, okay, that freezes So if I go Shift T, ooh, okay, I can do that. So I just got to remember to take the to bypass the effects. Okay. Okay, so I should actually add that as a menu item in render freeze, right? So where's that render freeze? And it should be like a macro that bypass all effects and freeze, then reopen all the effects. Let's see if we can make that. Show action list, new action, custom action. Okay, so apply effects, new take. This is going to be freeze, but sorry. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is bypass effects, bypass track. Effects bypass. Bypass effects on all track. Bypass effects on selected tracks. Well, I kind of don't want to do that. I want to bypass the effects loop. Let me see what happens when I run this action right here. Let's just assume this is going to work. Bypass effects on and unbypass effects on selected track. So that's really what I want to happen. Effects track. So I'm going to select this right here, and I just want it to press that button. I don't want it to. Let's see. So intuition right now is bypass. I want it to stay that way. I don't want to mess that up. So let's see what happens if I run this. What's it called? Bypass effects. Selected. WS. Bypass effects on selected tracks. So if I run, okay, so that keeps it. So if I unbypass, okay, so that's exactly what I want it to do. Okay, perfect. And I want to do that one. I want to sort. I want to duplicate this one. Okay. This one's going to be stereo one. Okay. I'm going to change this. Apply, track, effects. Okay, and I want to put these in the menu. So how are we going to do that? I should just call this stretch killer. Because these are both going to be as new take. Because I can always go back to the old take. I don't know if that's going to keep the stretch markers all in the project though. Is this going to actually help me, or is this going to is this going to hurt the it's still going to eat just as much. Like, this may not actually help all that much. I think when it's frozen, it's not holding all that stuff in immediate memory. I don't know how the takes work. We'll see. Let's try this one. Okay. So we're going to take a listen to this, and then we're going to give it a try, I guess.
Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. Watch water coming, don't fool it around. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Fill up your bag with the yellow and black. Keep your eye on the way, don't ever turn your back. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Gotta go right now. Keep an eye on the way, don't ever turn your back. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White water coming, no fooling around. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
Couple things here. Okay, first of all, we're going to save this to a new file. Now let's look at what size this is. Okay, 4.911. Let's this. So RPP is 4911 megs. See what performance meter's saying. Performance meter. Performance meter is saying performance meter was 730 B. So that's 1.07 gigs, right? No. 10 gigs. So 10 gigs. 10.73 gigs, right? So that's, I don't want to be anywhere near that. So I'm going to look at Task Manager. Task Manager is saying, yeah, about the same. Task Man says 1.071 gigs. That may be the 1024. I don't know. That don't give me math. Sorry. Okay, so that's where we're looking at right now. So I'm going to, and so this is the part that I can't quantify, but it feels clunky when I zoom it in and out. Okay, so oh, you know what we haven't done? Customize that meter. Let's see. So when we right click, what do we call this? The media? This is, where's it render and freeze? Maybe I just do it right here. Okay, so let's go to customize this menu. Customize menus and toolbars. Which one is this? This is the main item? Let's see. Here's where I'd like it right here. And custom stereo. Okay, so I want to select all the drums. Why can't I? Why doesn't it let me spool? Select all the drums, right click. Oh, it's not there. See, where is it? Didn't I just customize that? Isn't that the right one? Is there a different item? This is media item context. It's the right one. Oh, see, here it is right here. Media item context. Let's try and put it in here. Hit action. Wonder what that other one was then. Sometimes this stuff's really confuses me. Try this again. Select them all. Right click. Oh, there they are right there. Okay. So I'll try it. I have a feeling just not having the stretch markers show will feel a little bit better. But we'll see. Maybe it's because it takes, you got to be able to pop it up so quick. Maybe not, you know. Save. Actually, I'm going to save this as 4. Okay, so now let's take a look at what we got here. So we should see 4.911 megs. So it's the same size. Okay. Let's see what performance meter says. Do a performance meter. 747. So this is actually more RAM use now. So that's worse. Now, how does it feel when I zoom? Oh, wow. Okay. It feels beautiful. All right. So that's worth it. I know it didn't get rid of any RAM. It actually added RAM, but wow, this feels amazing. If I had to get it back, this change takes. Blammo, they all change back. And now it feels craptastic again. Okay, there we go. So that's great. Okay, awesome. Now, I don't really care what happens to all these tracks. These guitar tracks are probably going to be re-recorded. So as much as this, seeing these stretch markers makes us feel, see how clunky that is? Awful. I'm not sure if I might just glue them because I really don't care. I have a feeling I kind of just want to like offline, or what's that? Is there a way to like archive tracks? Hold on, I can't remember. There's a way to hide tracks. I wonder if does hide tracks will hide tracks get rid of the clunkiness? I don't know. But the bass I think I actually need to change, so I should make it so the bass is only on the measures. That could take forever. Let's see. Let's change this to measures. See, and I don't know how close it was anyway. So maybe I do this on half notes and that should be good enough. these on the measures. But this is pretty good. But I don't know that I've actually really got a marker on the measure. Oh, look at that. These regions are in the wrong place. Why is that? Did something change? Or I might have changed the time signature after I made some of these. That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to handle this bass. That it's not really giving me much color clues. I don't really care for these colors. Almost want to just wipe out the stretch markers and redo this whole bass track. Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White water coming, don't fool it around.
See, this stuff sounds loose inside there. Let's see what happens once we get the kick really kicking. So what I need to do, and this is stupid that I have to remake this every single time. There's got to be a smarter way to do this where I just have this little MIDI item saved. I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna have to remake it again. So let's do that now. So I'm gonna insert a new MIDI item. But I'm only gonna make it ridiculously short. It may not be short enough actually, but edit it. I'm just going to add it to number 36. Okay. That's this guy. And now I'm going to use my macro that I forget what it is. It's going to be in the custom actions. Alt P, repeat trigger paste. So, okay, so that. I gotta make sure this is right or it's gonna miss them all. Or a lot. Like I said, I might drop a lot of these. These might be making too much trouble to keep. See if that ended up right. See, like those ones, I don't know if I want those at all in there. Probably just making trouble. Take that out.
Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White-water
And this is where it gets ugly. So I really could knock those into place. I don't think I should, but I could. And if I'm gonna, I should do it. I should unfreeze this thing, knock those all into the right place. But I think once everything's going, it'll be a little bit more pleasant.
sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White-water coming, don't move it around. I'll be there in the sun. I'll be there, grab your bags and run. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. Gotta fill up your bag with the yellow and black. Keep your eye on the wind, don't act like you're jumping. I'll be there in the sun.
It is making some trouble with the bass.
Grab your bags and run. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. Grab on the run, you gotta run real fast. Gotta run, gotta go right now. Keep your eye on the wind, don't ever turn your back. I'll be there in the sun. I'll be there, grab your bags and run. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White-water coming, don't fool it around. I'll be there in the sun. I'll be there, grab your bags and run. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way. I'll be there, another swell is coming your way.
Okay, somebody gave me an answer to the question about, make that freeze thing I did. Try insert dummy non-working bypassed in zeroed effects as first slot and freeze only to that effects. Freeze to selected effects, I think it's called. The rest of the chain will still be on that track. Oh, interesting. I'm just answering why not gluing. Why not gluing? Because I need it as a take if I want to go back. Just tested, and the slugginess goes away if I use that custom action of instead as well as glue. Okay. Let's add the snare here. So one of the problems is going to be that the snare is going to be 38. Let me paste this real quick. And why I'm going to change this to note 38 instead of 36 is I'm just going to raise the pitch twice. There we go. Control X. Hopefully, Control Alt Shift T. We'll look at the detector level and raise that a little bit. Hopefully, this will get them all and won't get anything that I don't want. Chances are there's going to be some false triggers here. Remind me right after this. Let's give Mel the drum replacer a try, like we were talking about. I don't want to spend money, but it could be the thing to do. Now, I do need to carve up the tom tracks, and that's going to be a little bit unfortunate because there's some weirdness that goes along with that. Probably going to carve up the tom tracks. We shall see, actually. Let's see how well this worked for now.
Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White water coming, no fooling around. Opihi Man in the sun, Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Gotta fill up your bag with the yellow and black. Keep your eye on the way, don't have to turn your back. Gotta fill up your
So what's the problem there? Let's look at these rolls. Yep. Okay. Interesting how it caught it when I go by hand. It's just, so why didn't it catch it? Why did that not get it? That's not cool. So there might be look, it's missing a bunch of them. All right. It didn't seem to miss any kicks, but it sure is missing snares.
sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White water coming, no fooling around. Opihi Man in the sun, Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
frustrating.
Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
Goofy. So this has to do with that stretch, remember? So what I could do, this is why I didn't want to glue it. Check it out. Like Shift T. I'm gonna put a stretch marker here. This is gonna get ugly right here, but that's okay. Okay. Now, wait, see, but if I do that, then I have to do all that stuff. Oh boy. Okay. And I would have to refreeze the thing. That kind of sucks. It's not so bad time-wise. It's just that it's gonna add a lot of more space on the. I have this on a cloud drive, so. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna leave this unfrozen until I get all the MIDI triggers in. Sounds like a better idea. Okay, so delete this. Okay. To add that kick, I gotta change that back to the same note. Okay, you see some of these ones that are not supposed to be there? Anytime there's a snare, I really don't want that kick there. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the beginning and really look at this. This is painstaking stuff, man. Stay in school, kids. You don't have to be an audio engineer when you grow up.
Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high.
See, what I'm looking for is ones that happen at the same time as the kick. In fact, the easy way to see this would be to put the snare MIDI like this, but that's gonna make it so I can't paste it right. So I'm gonna move the kick MIDI down below it. So if I see these guys on top of each other,
Gotta head for the high ground. Why gotta come in? No fooling around. No fooling around.
if I do that, then I miss. Ooh, wait a second. I did not want to make that a sub folder of. Anyway, I can't do it that way because I need to fix this. I could do this. Control C. Paste that one. And then when I want to do another snare, I'll just copy this.
Don't fool it around. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Fill up your bag with the yellow and black. Keep your eye on the way, don't have to turn your back. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
Seeing ones where his snare was on the kick. I'm not seeing them now. Go right now. Keep your eye on the waves, don't ever. Go right now. Keep your eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back. Tap's catching it now, but it wasn't catching it in when I do that repeat paste. I think that has to do with the zoom level. Could test that out, but see how far we are. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna kill all these for the end. I'll do it again, but with more resolution. So now if I do this, let's see if it catches them all. See, so this lower resolution seems to catch them, right? Isn't that interesting? These are all the quirks of programs and stuff. It's hard to remember them all. And they're changing all the time as well. Okay, I'm not sure which marker was the right marker. Might be this one. Let's see.
Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your
Catches
way.
it now.
Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
That's right. think there's a tom there or something. You know, why didn't we see more kicks on the false triggering on the snare like we did earlier? Yeah, there's something funny here. What's it?
Sounds like thunder. Sounds like thunder. Gotta head for the high.
Really thinking about fixing these, you know, but it's insane.
Sounds like thunder. Gotta head for the high ground. White water coming. No fooling around. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
I don't know. Keep that kick? I don't know. This one. What if? It's gonna get ugly, but what if? That's better. It's actually a pretty good workflow if I'll remember it.
Sounds like thunder. Gotta head for the high ground. White water coming. No fooling around. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Fill up your bag with the yellow and black. Keep your eye on the way, don't have to turn your back. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
Let's look at the toms. Well, don't let me forget. We're gonna try the melded drum replacer. I got plenty of time. This band's gonna be here for a while, I think. It's toms. Now the ugly part is I sometimes want to unlock the toms from the rest of the drums. Now, I know Christian Kohler says you never do this kind of stuff. I say never say never. I do this kind of stuff all the time, but I know what he means. So let's look at these toms. Now I would like to I would honestly rather cut these up, but then I do lose the ability to unfreeze them. The other thing I could do is one of these mute envelope things that I did. Let's just look at what the toms are. Maybe I don't need to move them at all. Let's solo the toms. I'd only really hit them right here in the middle of the song, and that's it. I think that's the case. Everything else looks like cymbals. I don't think he hits anything else but this tom. He it's gonna be hard to do. Okay, so this is gonna have to be 43. So right now it's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Or I could just go in here. Wait, which one's 43 and which one's 40? Which one's the correct one? Could just change it to it. Hold on. Okay, 43 is the correct one. Oh, why can't I put that on the... Oh, shoot. Okay. Now that's 43. So I don't have to do a pitch shift. I'm gonna have major trouble finding this. I think this tom's going at the same time. Now I could change every one of these to a different tom hit. It's gonna be hard. Oh boy. So you can't tab. See this right here? That's what I'm assuming is the stick hit. So it's unfortunate because the snare is also hitting on some of these. You can actually see the stretch marker. So I want them to flam a little bit. Like I say, I may have to switch it from 42 to 43 and all that in order to really make this work. 43 to 44. See how hokey this sounds in a second. I don't know if it's hitting in between. Is it just every other one? Sounds like 3 times. Dun dun dun. Well, that's hard to tell. Oh man. Hmm. See?
You gotta run real fast. You gotta run, you gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back.
Good. Something's wrong here.
Grab on the run. You got grab on the run. You gotta grab on the run.
Wonder if the kick drum is fooling me on what the tom's actually hitting. Put these all together here.
Grab on the run. You gotta run real fast. You gotta run, you gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn.
Now, do I want on ones where the kick drum's hitting? I don't know. It's 3 different drums hitting at the same time. Yeah. Whereas the kick is wrong here. Okay, kick is wrong. Let's see how many times that actually happens.
Grab on the run. Grab on the run. Grab on the run.
Tom hit on the first one. No.
Grab on the run. You gotta run real fast. You gotta run, you gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back.
kick drum hitting. Sounds gross. I don't know that the tom's really supposed to hit every time like that.
You gotta run real fast. Gotta run, gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back. You gotta run real fast. Gotta run, gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your You gotta run real fast. Gotta run, gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back. You gotta run real fast. Gotta run, gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back. You gotta run real fast. Gotta run, gotta go right now. The eye on the waves, don't ever turn your back. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
It sounds like you need. Oh, there it is. Tom 1 right there. Tom 1 is 48 and 49. Is there another one of those anywhere?
Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way.
they think. Is that too hokey? It's those kicks in there that's making it. Toss these triggers and give Melda a try. Leave the tom alone for now. Just want to see what I can get out of it. I tend to like to layer these, but let's see what we get out of this. Oh, okay. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna fake freeze these again. In fact, you know what? Let me get rid of these. I'll redo that in a second. Okay. Yeah, wheeze. I gotta get rid of it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so these two guys. I have my doubts about how the kick is gonna work. Let's try this though. Let's see what we get. You making the kick? Actually, not bad. The hell. What just happened? What was it before? It already was a kick drum. What did I change? The kick was different before. What's that? Well, that's the original kick. The original kick sounds good. It sounds really good too.
On the way, don't have that turn jumping. We'll be there in the sun. We'll be there, grab your bags and run. We'll be there in the
Seems to be false triggering a lot. I really wish we could just add little points by clicking it on here, because there's probably gonna be a couple. I guess you got to automate them out or something. I mean, the easy way is, again, because I have this thing frozen. The easy way would really be to add this trigger track and then cut it up. There may be something I can do that would actually work pretty well for that. This kick I keep hearing, there's no reason for that. Everything's soloed. Hear that? This one right here? Like, it's still... Why am I hearing that? What is that I'm hearing? You know, is it these other velocity layers? Shouldn't be like this. Weird. Why should I be hearing that? You didn't hear the Black Nightbird one I was doing? Oh.
It's like it's Sunday out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, Ricky will be well by there. Maybe, he got COVID.
I don't know if I like this velocity curve. Like it just. Let me see how this sounds in solo. See if I can do something about that. I don't like this one to be so much harder. Sure if I'm doing this right. So. I don't know if it's, there's difference between, does it play different samples or, let's see, so and room and order. Like 58 gigs of drum samples, kind of nuts, but just dynamics, like how do we, so leveler does stuff, but I don't know, what's the difference between this leveler and that leveler? So I'm just going to loop this section real quick. I could have it so the loudest one didn't go. I actually feel like that would be the best. So let me see what this leveler does. Actually do anything. Or is this controlled by that? I don't know. Yeah, I just don't want the highest velocity to play, it seems like. Is there a way to change that? There's something weird about that hit. Yeah, I don't like that. Why does it do it that way? I'm really not understanding how this works. I don't know what this velocity layer mapping is actually doing. Sounds better to me, but I know that's completely backwards. Just that highest velocity I don't want as high. No matter where I put this, it seems to do the same thing. So there's like a volume of the hit, and then there's also which velocity does it pick. Let me get an idea what this leveling's doing. So these are the layers. So how hard does it come in? But the other thing is, how loud does each layer play? What does that mean, equal layers? I want a compressor ahead of it. Let's see. Leveler panel contains the integrated drum leveler, processing the input and output signal. The detector finds an event and computes its correct level of stress. I'm really not sure about this. What about this? The level in general. Let's see what that is. So is there a difference? Leveling controls the velocity processing in the synthesized drum signal, and if leveler panel is enabled, also controls the amount of drum leveling applied to the input signal. How close the output level should move towards the closest of the four velocity markers. Velocity mappings here. So does this pick the velocity or does it pick the output level? That's what. The low point graph is an extremely advanced way to edit any kind of shape you can imagine. How's the output level control? I'm actually not sure there is one. I swear my other Melda plugins had in and out. Oh, meter. Let's see. Mixer. Yeah, I don't see an output level.
Hope you got another swell is coming your way.
compare that to
Sounds like thunder, gotta head for the high ground. White water coming, no fooling around. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. It's coming your way. Got to fill up your bag with the yellow and black. Keep your eye on the way, don't ever turn your back. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Hey, hey. You gotta run real fast, you gotta run, you gotta go right now. Keep your eye on the wind, don't ever turn your back. Opihi Man in the sun. Opihi Man, grab your bags and run. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Opihi Man, another swell is coming your way. Hey, hey.
Sending this off to the artist right now so they can practice with this stuff. And then I am